Hello, let's do connections for Wednesday, November 19th. All right, got a couple of words in here that I have no idea what they are. I have no idea what skink is. What is skink? And mask? That's not mosque, it's mask. I don't know what that is. Unless it's a homophone for mask, M-A-S-K. I don't know why that would be in here though. So that might be a problem. You shepherd something, you lead it, you direct it, you guide it. This is just to lead something somewhere, to use the word that's already in the clues. I mean, it's a fairly obvious category, but sometimes they are obvious. We're not going to submit that just yet, though. A squat and a lunge are types of workouts. They are right next to each other. It's a little concerning. I don't see other ones anyway. So maybe not. Maybe squat goes with husky and thick and solid. This is just to be kind of... This is to be a little large, maybe? Have some heft. We'll put it that way. What would lunge go with if it doesn't go with squat as a workout category, though? Hearth is like a fireplace or something, right? A hearth. Maybe like a very large one. It starts with heart. This starts with colon. So maybe that's a thing. Lung. Okay, maybe I'm onto something here. Skin. That's what skink is. Okay, I think this is starting with body parts. I just want to look through these to see if there's anything else. All right, I'm going to submit this as starting with body parts, or body parts plus letter, or something like that. You know how they do things. All right, organ plus letter. There you go. All right, what were our other categories? We had shepherd, direct, lead, and guide. That seems like a yellow, maybe green category. Then we had squat, husky, thick, and solid. That also seems like a yellow or green category. That would leave cask, pit, fall, and mask. I think that would be how that's pronounced. I have no idea what this would be. I'm assuming it's blue, because the other two are just synonym categories. You have like a cask of wine, but I don't know why that would go with these other things, unless it has another meaning I'm not aware of. A pit is obviously a hole, or it could be the pit of a fruit, but I don't see why that would go with these other things. I mean, I have no idea what mask is anyway. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I guess let's try it. Let's find out. Second words in Poe stories after the. The cask, the fall, the mask, and the pit. I remember the pit. I don't remember the other three. Of course, it could be a longer title. Let's see. Poe, the Mask of the Red Death. Oh, I think I vaguely remember that one. The Mask of the Red Death. But what does mask mean spelled like that? Is it just another way of spelling it? A form of amateur dramatic entertainment popular among the nobility in 16th and 17th century England, which consisted of dancing and acting performed by masked players. It's also a variant of the spelling of the word mask. Okay, so it is related, but it generally means like the act of doing this performance while masked. Okay. Poe, the Cask of Amontillado? I don't remember that one. The Fall of House Usher? I don't remember that one either. The Pit and the Pendulum, that's what it is. It wasn't just the Pit. Okay, I remember the Pit and the Pendulum. I know I read that one. And I know I read the Mask of the Red Death. I didn't remember that it was spelled that way, though. The other two I've never heard of. Okay. And then what is skink for purple? I know I'm getting distracted here from actually playing the actual game that I'm recording, but I need to know what this means. A skink is a smooth-bodied lizard with short or absent limbs, typically burrowing in sandy ground. Okay. All right, back to the game. So, we have husky, squat, thick, and solid, and then we have guide, shepherd, direct, and lead. This one is a verb category, a verb synonym category, and the other one's a noun. Well, actually, it's not really a noun. It's a description. I'm going to go with this one. I feel like this one is less obvious than the other one. Maybe not. All right, actually, I'm going to change it. I'm going to go with the other one. Let's see if this one's green. All right, it is. Steer. All right, and then this one's just stocky. There you go, stocky. All right, second perfect reverse rainbow in a row. That's pretty nice. Tomorrow we can match our longest streak here. So hopefully we can do that. All right, let's see what they give it. 2 out of 5. Yeah, that seems about right. It was fairly easy. Well, I say that, but I had no idea what blue was. And purple wasn't as obvious as yesterday's purple, even though both were taking parts of the word. This one was a little trickier. So actually, I think it was a little trickier than yesterday, but we'll see. Okay, let's check the bots. Ooh, 5 out of 5 difficulty. This is much trickier. Although normally when you see a 5 out of 5 difficulty, you don't see none with a big lead over the other mistake category. So there was a good chunk of players that just got this one, and then a lot who didn't. But normally when you see a 5 out of 5 difficulty, you see like 4 being really high, and then these ones are all sort of even, maybe a little bit of a taper down from none, but this is a big gap. 15% down from none to 1. So there's a bunch of people who just got this puzzle, and then everybody else is struggling. Uniqueness, it's much more unique than yesterday. Yesterday it was like 1 in 100, so definitely a little harder to get the reverse rainbow today. Okay, first, look at how big green is. 70%. That's a huge gap. I don't know if I've seen that before. I mean, I'm sure I have, but it's rare at least to see this big of a gap. Wow, 70%. Blue by far the lowest. This is your typical purple category where if you can see it, you can get it. Like, you don't need to know anything. You just need to look at the words and figure out that you're taking part of the word. So if you have that purple mindset, you can get this one, I think, fairly easily. But this one, yeah, blue was really tough. Only reason I got it was because I figured everything else out. All right, let's check ever. So everybody's getting green, and then a big drop down to yellow, and then another fairly large drop down to the other two. All right, let's check the mistakes. Yeah, green, 23% and nothing else, and then another 15% green and yellow, then nothing, then yellow, green, then green, purple, then purple, green. Oh man, getting purple and green and then just losing, that's got to be rough. Even the winning games, blue is coming in last in all these ones. And again, the only reason I figured out blue was just because it was what was left. I didn't actually know what the category was. So if you figured out that category, you know, hats off to you. I bet you were the whiz in English class. All right, so let's check mistakes. A plunge, squat, pit, fall, lunge. Pit and fall I can see. Although pit is something you fall into, so maybe not. I guess there could be a fall. You could describe a cliff as a fall, maybe? Like a waterfall, maybe. But lunge is an action, like fall. It's not a noun like pit. And squat is also an action, but it's not the fall. I don't know. I don't get that. I guess if you're just desperate. Solid, husky, thick, hearth? I don't understand that one either, other than just guessing. What's the yellow one they're leaving out? Oh, squat. Squat didn't get put in these two. So people not realizing that squat can mean solid? Okay. Seems to be a lot of guessing. People threw hearth in there, they threw cask in there, they threw mask in there. Is there a Poe story with hearth in it? You know, that sounds like it might be a thing. Is there? I could see it. Let's look it up. Poe, hearth. There's the telltale heart, but that's not hearth. Maybe people were reading it too quickly, or just misremembering what the word was. Another one leaving out squat. Another one leaving out squat. I guess people just don't know that squat could mean that. All right. Well, hopefully you all got through that. And if you're enjoying the videos, please leave a like and follow and let me know how you did today. On to the mini. Blank angel. I'm not sure what they want there. Blank fairy. Don't know what they want there. Go, go, go. What? Voice between soprano and tenor. I have no idea. Sort of suffix. I don't know. Spiritual selves. Ghosts? Souls? Word and 2 U.S. states names and 2 country names. Can you name them all? Word and 2 U.S. state names and 2 country names. South? Maybe? Spanish for other. Otro or otra, one of the two, depending on the gender it's talking about. For what reason? Why? Cuisine with masama curry. Thai? Alright, I'm guessing I made maybe south or souls is wrong. Tooth looks right. This does not look right. Maybe it's north. Alright. I just picked the wrong direction. The down saved me there. Let's go back to this. Snow angel. Okay. Tooth fairy. I mean, okay. You know, there's a few different blank fairies, blank angels. I don't know, maybe not. Go, 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 hurry. Alto, okay, I don't know the voice different levels thing. Ish, sort of suffix. Oh, I was thinking prefix for some reason. And then Thai, souls, north. Otro, and then Y. All right. This one could be a 50-50 because it could be Otra. On to pips. All right, what do we have 3 of? We have 3 3s. So 4 3s probably going here. Less than 3, so probably 1 3 like this. 5 3s probably going over here, and then 4 1 down. Okay, nice. The easies have been easy lately. On to medium. Oh, okay, this one looks kind of weird. Greater than 1 and greater than 4. So this has to be a 5 with something greater than 1. So it's not the 6. It's got to be the 5 2. Okay, that has to go there. And greater than 2 and greater than 4. Can't be the 6 1. The only other thing we have greater than 4 is this 5. So that's forced. So we're getting a lot of force here. And then this is either the 4 or the 6 here. Actually, no, this has to be the 6 here. Okay, this is forced. This is forced. Greater than 2, this is forced. And then we go 1 1 down. Wait up. How's this working? That's 2. I messed something up here. Maybe it's this? No, that doesn't work. Greater than 2. Oh, maybe it's this 3 2, and then we go 1 1 and then double 3. Okay. All right. I feel like I could have gotten that under 40 seconds if I had thought about this 7 cage up here. I was just forcing things. I assumed a 3 3 went here because I thought, oh, we're going to need some small numbers up here, but I needed the double 3 over here instead of the 2. On to the hard. Ooh, double board. Ooh, equals. What do we have here? We have 6 in here. So what do we have 6 of? We have 2 6s. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. Okay. We have 1, 2, 3 2s. I think it's the zeros that probably go over here. What about 5s? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5s. Okay. I think the zeros are going over here. This might be the double 0. I don't know. We'll see. And then we have a bunch of 10 cages. This is equals. Do we have anything equals? We have a double 5, but I think we're probably going to need the 5s for other things. Well, the 2s can't go anywhere in these 10 cages. Actually, no, it could go in these big ones. It can't go in the double ones. Where's our in here? All right, I'm going to just start placing the zeros over here. So let's just say the 0 0 goes here. 0 with a small number maybe, like the 0 1. That makes a lot of sense. 0 2 we'd have to put like up here. 0 6 makes a lot of sense down here. Do we have a 0 4? No, we don't. Okay. Maybe the 0 0 doesn't go there like that. I'm guessing the 0 5 has to go here like this, and then 5 something else going up here. Or maybe the 0 6 goes here and it's 4 something going up here. And the 0 5 just goes off to the side like this. We don't have a 0 4, so no, we can't do that. Maybe the double 0 goes here. And then we need a 4. How many 4s do we have? We have a 4 3 and a 4 1 and a 4 5. Okay. Where's the double 6 going? That's a good question. The double 6 makes a lot of sense up here. Like this. Or like this. Or even across 2 of these like this. So that's an option. I don't know what to do with it. Let's try the 4 3 here. This would have to equal 7. What are our other 0 options? We have 0 2 and 0 5. So that makes a lot of sense. We could do this. And then 0 1 could just go down here. Okay, let's try that. The double 6 is 12, so it either has to go entirely in this one or overlap with one of the other ones. Like if we did this, we'd need a 4 or 5. That works. We could do 5, 5. We can't though, because we don't have another 5 to go up in here. And we can't use a 4, 1. Let's try that. Well, we need 4 dominoes that add to 10 on their own. We don't have it, so we have to do something like this, even if this one isn't how it works. Maybe it goes like this. Let's try that. Let's do 4, 1. And then we could do 3, 1. That makes some sense. And then 4, 5 over here. And then 5, 5 up. And then 5, 3 up. And then 2, 2. I think I did it. Okay. That one was a little tough. This also looks like a 10 now that I see it. They're still stuck with the number designs. But yeah, this one is tough because there's not an obvious place to start. I mean, the zeros, you know, like they're the only ones that could fit over here. And it makes a lot of sense because you need the big numbers for these double 10 cages. And then I probably should have realized that putting a double domino in this cage right here would force us to use like 3 or 4 dominoes that would have to equal 10, and we don't have any of them except for the double 5. So there's no way you could just put 1 domino right here. It had to overlap. But still, yeah, that was a tricky one. Very tricky. Okay, I'm closing in on 1,000 followers here, and I'm hoping to get there pretty soon. So if you guys would be so kind as to leave a like, a subscribe, and a comment if you're not doing those things already, I would appreciate it. And let me know how you did on all the puzzles today.